This is a comprehensive review of the Mel Science Chemistry Box subscription service. Today we will discuss what the Mel Science service is, the price and the value, and our overall thoughts including pros and cons on the product, so by the time we are done, you can decide if this is something you would like to incorporate in your educational routine. Mel Science is a monthly educational subscription service just like KiwiCo and Mark Rober's new Crunch Lab service. Differentiating Mel Science from its competitors is its dedicated chemistry subscription line. And to show you what those are, let's jump right into the boxes. When you sign up for the chemistry subscription service, you automatically get in the mail their chemistry lab kit. This comes with numerous essential items for any young chemist, such as beakers, flask, a pair of safety glasses. They also have a cell phone holder and much more. Let's start off by doing the Chemistry for Spies box. It focuses on chemical reactions and has experiments your children can perform which basically show disappearing and reappearing ink for secret messages using the science of chemical reactions. In the case of these experiments, you start by writing an invisible message or drawing an invisible piece of art using copper sulfate and then proceed to reveal it by using the provided ammonia carbonate. The kit is nice because it also provides several other reagents that you can do similar reactions with, including iron sulfate and tannin oil. The wrapping on the outside of the box tells the contents in the box and the supplies you're going to need from the chemistry set you receive initially. When you open the box for the first time, you'll see that everything is packaged neat and efficiently. They really have put a lot of thought into including everything into the box that you're going to need for the entire experiment. That includes the measuring spoons and even pre-pried open paper clips to use to penetrate the bottle nozzles to allow the chemicals to be easily expressed out. That was a real nice touch because when you sit down to do the experiment with your kids, it's nice to know you're not going to have to repeatedly get up and go get something from the kitchen or the supply box to finish the experiment. You can sit down, focus on your child, and focus on the experiment without any distractions. Weirdly enough, however, the kit comes with two sets of instructions. These really nice plastic folding cards that have pictures showing you what to do, and also more detailed step-by-step paper instructions that were handy when the more abbreviated instructional cards weren't enough. Interestingly enough, they don't 100% match up. You can see here in the acid rain kit, step 1 on the plastic card instructions is to scoop the sodium carbonate, but if you look at the paper instructions, that's not all the way down until step 8. There were a few other times where the instructions that come on the paper cards weren't 100% congruent with the plastic cards, but for the most part, doing these steps slightly out of order based on which card or instructions you used didn't really affect the experiment at all. And on a lighter note, you can tell these kits aren't designed in America because if you look at the instructions, on one of these kits on more than one occasion they talk about a basketball field. To my friends in the UK, there are baseball fields, football fields, but basketball is played on a court. A basketball court. Each chemistry box has several different experiments and you can expect to spend about 30 minutes to an hour with each box. They also have subscription services covering physics, STEM topics, and coding. But if you're more interested in those, the decision really should be should you purchase the Mel Science Kit or KiwiCo. And don't worry, we have a direct comparison video coming up pretty soon. Let's talk about the price. Currently, you can do monthly or annual billing. And it is clear they want you to sign up for the annual billing because they offer quite the discount for that option. So is it worth it? I'll get to that in a second. One nice option on their service plans though is you're not stuck with the one that you purchase. If you get 3 or 4 months worth of chemistry boxes and you want to switch over to physics, you don't have to cancel and restart your subscription. You can just tell the company you want to make the change. You'll start receiving physics boxes, STEM boxes, or whichever service line you choose. You can also select to receive 2 boxes at a time, but does offer a $5 monthly discount on the second box. The hardest part about doing product reviews in this kind of format is telling you whether it's worth it or not, because I realize finances are different for everybody. So my main goal is to describe the product, show us using the product, tell you how much it costs, and hopefully you can decide if it's something you want to incorporate or not. So now my overall thoughts on the Mel Science Chemistry subscription service line. And my first thought is, as a homeschooling parent, the subject of chemistry can be very difficult to teach, and any product that can decrease that burden, whether it be a chemistry kit like this that you buy in an educational store, or sign up for an educational subscription service if it's in the budget, is always welcome. That being said, chemistry was my undergraduate degree, and my initial impression on these reactions was a little underwhelming, until this happened. When I observed my daughter's excitement when seeing the chemical reactions being completed, even though I wasn't overly impressed, it reminded me that it's not about me, it's about my children's experience throughout all of this. And my daughter truly enjoyed doing these experiments and eagerly expressed to me that she would like to continue doing them. And when I realized that, it changed my whole perspective. I do have a few areas of concern, however. My first one is not specific to Mel Science, but to all subscription services. They don't really fit into a set curriculum. So if you're following a curriculum with your kids and you're on a section dealing with the pH scale or the periodic table, and you get a kid in the mail dealing with 10 dendrites, it doesn't really fit into your curriculum. And if you're just looking for something that allows you to check off the mark that you did chemistry or science with your kids, then this will be just fine. My other gripe with this company, and this is specific to Mel Science, is that while the kit is neatly organized and the science is sound, the kits don't really come with any supplemental science materials or additional reading to enhance to the science when you're done with the experiment. Yes, the plastic cards oftentimes do have a paragraph or two with some additional details, but if you compare it to the KiwiCo boxes, you get a large paper pamphlet with other exercises and other reading materials that enhance the overall experience. So in the case of Mel Science, the science experiments are fun, but it's up to you as a parent to be able to incorporate that into your curriculum or enhance on the science with your own supplemental materials, and that can be difficult. My last gripe with these boxes, and this mainly only applies to my plastic averse population, but it is something that I realized while I was cleaning up the kits when we were done, and I'm not really sure what the solution is, but the plastic burden in these kits is not insignificant. And I'm definitely not trying to single out Mel Science because every company on the planet uses plastic. But on a monthly basis, you get additional plastic measuring spoons, plastic cups, and other plastic containers to hold the chemicals in. Again, I don't know what the solution is. That's just something that I thought of as I was cleaning it up because I really haven't done the research on the recyclability of bottles that have various chemicals in them. Just something to consider. I hope this video helps you decide if the Mel Science subscription service is right for you. There are a lot of good things about this product. And of course, there are a few minor issues too, but I'm not 100% certain they're deal breakers. If you have any additional questions, put them in the comments or ask me on Twitter and I'll try to answer them. If you made it this far in the video, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button, and I'll see you soon.